What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Today we're looking at some brand new news that I actually sat on for like a day or two, and I'm actually glad I did because I was able to collect a lot of more information about this instead of just putting out like 10 different videos. I'm able to put all the information that we got into one video, which is amazing. So what's going on is we got an image, as you guys are seeing on the screen right now. It's a picture of the front barrel of a gun. Now, this is kind of difficult to know exactly what it is, but I mean, as you guys can see right now, this gun is an old Western style weapon. Now, you might thinking, oh, it looks like it might be a Colt, like a Colt pistol, or maybe the front to a Winchester rifle. You really can't tell what it is, but as you guys can see right now, I'm going to do a side-by-side. Now, these guns look exactly the same, pretty much, but I mean, one's just a little bit different color. Obviously, they're not going to take exactly the same thing and put it into a W, but obviously, it looks like it's an elite variant of the gun that I'm going to tell you, and it's called the Lamont. The Lamont is an old Western-style pistol, and as you can see, it's a revolver. I'm going to put up the picture of the whole pistol now. As you guys can see, I'm going to do another side-by-side. These pistol fronts look exactly the same. Now, there's only a few different things about this. Why would he do this? He actually tweeted out, "Happy Sunday." I'll put up the tweet that he said right here. As you guys can see, he does say just "Happy Sunday," and he posts up the picture. So why would he do this? I mean, it really doesn't make any sense unless they're going to do another weapon drop alongside DLC 2. That really doesn't make any sense, though, either. But you might be saying, oh, it's for DLC 3 and 4. DLC 3 or 4. Well, why would he release this now? We've never, like, before Ghosts or even in A-dubs, in DLC 1, they never released the DLC Weapon 2, especially before DLC 1 even dropped. Like, this is basically what it's saying. Like, DLC 2 hadn't even dropped yet, and they're releasing the DLC Weapon 3. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. So, I mean, no. I think they're going to be launching a DLC pack of weapons, like classic weapons, or they're going to be just doing another weapon, or this might be the DLC Weapon 3. I think they're going to be doing a DLC weapon, like loot drop kind of thing, or they're just going to be adding new weapons in. But another thing that Michael Condrey was tweeting with Ali A about, and this ended up coming about, but they're going to be adding in new elite weapons. Now, that makes sense, but kind of why would he mention that? Because it's kind of obvious that if they're adding in new weapons, there's going to be more elite weapons. Or they could just be like the DLC weapons is what I'm talking about. Or they could be doing the like elite weapons adding on to what there already is, like to the base variant of the gun. They're just adding more elite weapons to that. I don't know, that's kind of confusing me a little bit, but we'll have to see, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So, yeah, guys, and moving on from that, we're going to be looking at some different news going on, which was actually a few pictures tweeted out by Sledgehammer Games. Now, if we're going to take a look at the first one, this is a picture of the new Goliath. Now, the Goliath is actually extremely creepy looking. He's huge, he's big. I mean, he's got a big riot shield, all these different types of things. He's got a big hammer. He definitely reminds me of George Romero from Call of the Dead back in Black Ops 1. Really nothing going on. There's just a whole bunch of Atlas stuff. Obviously, I believe Atlas set up camp here at Burger Town. Nothing really notable except for in the bottom left, it looks like there's a 3D printer of the AMR9. Nothing too different. And moving on from that, we're going to be looking at another picture of the other zombie, and this one is a spiked zombie. Now, the spiked zombie looks very creepy, very cool looking. He's got red eyes. He definitely reminds me of the Mob of the Dead zombies with, like, the chains and all the barbed wire wrapped around him. But he doesn't look too... I mean, I don't understand how the spikes are going to do anything. I think it's just aesthetic. I don't think... he could possibly, when he gets close to you, he could do more damage, like one hit you pretty much, instead of having to double hit you because those spikes hit you and he hits you. That might do something, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But moving on from that one, we're going to be looking at the Acid Dripper. Now, as you guys can see right now, he's dripping acid, green acid, out of like everywhere on his body. It looks like it's coming out of his hand, his body, his face. And you guys could see, look at the back of him. There is definitely Nova type gas coming out. So I'm guessing once he gets close to you, it's gonna start hitting you, and then once he hits you, it's probably gonna kill you. These are probably gonna be the other, like the electric zombies that were in the first one, Outbreak. But as you guys can see on the ground even, if you probably step in that, that's probably gonna damage you too, because that's just acid lying on the floor. Yellow eyes, exosuit, really nothing different here, really nothing notable except for he's in like a hallway type thing. Now, moving on from that one, we're going to be looking at the new Wonder Weapon. Now, this is a different type thing. It's a microwave type weapon, almost like on Moon. It almost looks exactly like the Cell 3. But there was a trailer that came out today, and I will be doing another video of that coming up shortly. And it looks exactly like the Cell 3. The microwave gun in the trailer, I mean, it looks like it does work. So that's awesome. Moving on, we're going to be looking at, it looks like an underground area. It almost looks like this is going to be the new like decontamination zone. It's very dark, very gloomy, very cool looking. But when you're down here, there's like no light. There's zombies popping up everywhere. It's like a horror film type thing down here. But these are just pictures. We don't know actually how it's going to look. They probably made it a little bit darker than it actually is. But I don't know. There's obviously the decontamination thing looking right in the middle. Two red lights, definitely underground. Looks like the sewer area of the map. Now, moving on from that one, we're going to be looking at it looks like almost like an engine room with the actual sewers. Like the bottom was the sewer, and those pipes just led to this. This is like the main sewer area. There's obviously a ladder right there. I wonder, it looks like there's water too on the left-hand side. Now, this is interesting, because if you guys look all the way to the left, like towards like, if you were to cut the screen in half and take that middle of the left side, now down towards the bottom, you're going to see the blue wire leading. And now that is actually where you activate the generator. What is that going to power down here? Probably another perk, but I don't know. It might power like a new trap or of some sort. I don't know. It's interesting, but cool. There's a ladder that leads down to the bottom where maybe you can swim. It's also, again, very dark, very gloomy. This is going to be a very interesting map. It's obviously based at Burger Town, if you guys didn't know already. Now, this was the last picture tweeted out, and this is where it's like a container type area, and it's like storage. So, nothing really notable here, except that there's high platforms where the zombies are going to be able to get you while you're exoing up there. Really nothing notable. I mean, there's nothing like, ooh, there's a weapon over there. Ooh, there's a new perk here. There's really nothing. I mean, the pictures were kind of plain. They didn't give us much, except for the Goliath one, the Juggernaut guy. That's kind of creeping me out a little bit. But yeah, guys, that's about it. Make sure to leave a like if you guys did enjoy, and stay tuned for a little bit later on. I'm going to be doing a full trailer breakdown of the new Ascendance DLC trailer, and I got some different news with that one as well. So make sure to leave a like if you guys did enjoy, and I cannot wait to see you guys in my next video. Later, everyone.